Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversation. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Don't see what's yours for the taking tonight. Ooh, show me your soul, baby. I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Can't you see it's way past time? How explicit do I have to be? I mean, I spell it out before you get it, baby. Show me your soul, and honey, I'll show you. I'll show you.
I'm about to burst. Y'all know what it's like when I'm about to burst. I had to hit the bell early. Oh, I'm so excited. Well, it's Friday. That's the first thing. The second thing is, you all get ready. Share this out today. If any of you want to be the modern day Lana Turner, remember her? Her story from way back in the, whenever it was, how she got, what do you call it? Discovered sitting at a soda fountain. Well, those days are gone because, well, we don't, are there such things as soda fountains anymore? Anyway, you don't have to go that route anymore. Today's guest is GIOVANNA SALAS. She is the founder, the brainchild of a lot of things, but primarily the entire and it's long. It is wide. The Heart of Hollywood brand, Heart of Hollywood Motion Pictures, Heart of Hollywood Magazine, Heart of Hollywood Film, just everything. She's got so many irons in the fire. One of the most incredible entrepreneurs, not just female, but entrepreneurs I think I've ever had the honor and pleasure of working with. You guys know the magazine because we've been promoting it here on the show. Here's the current issue, Heart of Hollywood, with Fast Clark, the awesome director and producer on there. And it's just a beautiful tabletop magazine. And oh, there we are. Yep, but you know what? I loved her and we were great friends long before that happened. And I'm just so happy that she's here today. So listen, for all of you that have headshots, links to footage, bios and everything, I suggest you get them in the comments, drop them in. This could be the day that you get discovered, right? Or at a minimum, find a road towards being discovered, because she's got so many pots where she is looking constantly through a microscope. I don't know where she got it, but she finds the best talent in the world. And I know, because we're here every day fulfilling the promise together, that where two or more come together, wonderful things will happen. So I already know that this audience is filled with luminaries, filled with stars. And today we're going to find out what you can do with all that stuff that you've been waiting to share with the world. So can I get an amen, right? I know it. You guys, listen, we all of us have that thing inside of us that we go, wow, I wonder how you do that. We're going to find out today. And so first of all, a little thing, you remember I've been telling you guys about my garden, right? First time ever doing my own garden. And look at this mamma jamma, right? I have so many cucumbers, I'm giving them away to neighbors. Right. So I am just so proud. This is from yesterday. I went out and harvested. It's so funny because I tell Brian, my husband, I'm like, going out into the fields, Ma. It's fun. But, I had to go out and do the weeding and stuff for the first time. I didn't know that was a part of it. Never saw Martha Stewart do it. So I just figured, I don't know what I thought, but yeah, I had to go back and cut it down and weed it. But it's so much fun watching things grow. With your own hands, right? Good morning to all of you beautiful people out there. I see all the super fans, Sherry McQueen, Jeanette Ramos. Hey, a lot of my coaching rock stars are here. Tracy Randolph, the reset coach. How are you? Let me see. Oh, I want to get this name. Yeah, that's one of Giovanna's fans. Subhu Sarkar. Man, did I butcher your name? I'm so sorry. We're going to get that fixed somehow if I said it wrong. Pat E. Scott, how are you? And Jill Seltzer. Hi, everybody. Wendy Meyer, haven't seen you in a month of Sundays. I was about to put your face on a milk carton to see if anybody could find you. I haven't seen you. I miss your face. So welcome, everybody, to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. I'm your host, Lauren Michaels Harris. And this, just so you know, so we can get started, that's the bell of purpose. When it rings, it means lean in, pay attention. Something really wonderful is in the air, and we don't want you to miss it. Right? There's the bell of purpose. So, GIOVANNA Salas is here. Before she comes in, last bit of business. As always, please help me welcome to the show my sidekick. She's my bestie, my version of Ed McMahon, Lucy McGillicuddy Ricardo. Love me some Lucy. I really do. Oh, look at this, right? Now, listen, before I bring Giovanna in, I want to show you guys. I have so much stuff pulled up. I'm like, which one do I want first? Hold on, I'm looking. I'm thinking, let's go with this one. This is really exciting for those of you who are dreaming of being on the cover of a magazine. Here's a little something. Let me see. I pull that up. Okay, now I have to go back. I can't wait till I'm on NBC or something, so I don't have to do all this clicking around. They have people for that there. So I just want to make sure I get the right one. Wait a minute. Oh, no, that's not it. Okay, hold on. Bear with me. You guys know I'm not techie. I am not. And I'm the first to admit it. Okay. Heart of Hollywood. Let's look at this one. Okay, get ready. Get ready. Here we go. I'm gonna blow it up. There we go. Okay.
Hello, we're Robert and Stefan from 12 Months of Beauty, and we're today in Haarlem for the official cover shoot from the Lover, who won the Art of Hollywood cover competition.
Good morning.
Hello, my name is Sanjay Ramsharam, and this is my pride and joy, edit in Haarlem. This is the location for the Heart of Hollywood cover shoot.
Hello, Heart of Hollywood. My name is Lotte Zeers, and I'm the Heart of Hollywood cover model.
Hi, I'm Dave, Sutal from Selective Clever, and I'm the makeup artist.
And I'm your hairstylist.
Hello, Heart of Hollywood. We are two couples, Eduardo and Imelda, from Morocco.
Hello, Heart of Hollywood. Jurgen Rabe, fotograaf.
I'm 22 years old, and I'm a student from the Netherlands where I study international business communication. Besides that, I am also Supermodel Netherlands 2020-2021, and I will be representing the Netherlands at Supermodel International. Thank you, Heart of Hollywood.
Okay, let me get back over here to y'all. Okay, so you see how she did that fake this thing and without touching her lips? See those little tricks you learn. So without further ado, we're gonna get the brainchild of Heart of Hollywood in here. So Giovanna, is this your first time here? No, it isn't. Is it your first time on the show? No. Okay, so anyway, put some hearts on the screen, put your hearts into today's conversation, and let's pour into each other as Giovanna Salas prepares to pour into us. Here we go. Here she comes, the Heart of Hollywood herself, Giovanna Salas. It's already hot up in here. I had to get the fan out. Good morning, and thank you for getting up so early. It's 6 a.m. out there in Hollywood. Thank you.
I know. Good morning, Lauren. Thank you so much for the invitation. Also, good morning for all the beautiful audience that is up and ready today. So I already got my coffee.
Yes, me too. Cheers. Yay.
Cheers.
And so do you drink your coffee black or do you put something special in yours?
No, I have my coffee black. No milk, no sugar, and a coffee added.
And
but
I know.
No, I also am doing like some healthy stuff now. And so I like to do a green coffee, but we can talk about that later.
You had that last time we were on a call together and I was like, green coffee. But anyway, I'm sure it's something interesting. You know how those Hollywood folks are, y'all. They're always going to be doing some stuff, right? So anyway, I'm so glad you're here. You look great. We have a lot of ground to cover today. So why don't we start by you just tell everybody how you got started. When did this vision, which is now just spread out all over the world in so many different ways, Heart of Hollywood is everywhere. Tell everybody how you got started and what made you think that a little girl like you could do something so grand, so big in the world.
Well, there is, I think there is something very important that always was with me since I was a little kid, and I like to create. I think that I have fun and enjoy creating new things, building new things, being part of something. I like to work with people. I love people. And well, yes, you are a little bit, right about, Heart of Hollywood, motion pictures, Heart of Hollywood magazine being in
everywhere.
Yes, in different places, because I never imagined like shipping magazines to Germany or New Zealand. I mean, it's some countries I never I didn't know my whole geographics, to be honest with you. But it's just amazing, and so I think that whatever is in your heart, when you really feel like that you want to do something, it just happens. But it takes a lot of work before something happens, and I think that's a key. So if you're not willing to put the work, and then you can wish and you can dream, and dreams are good because we come true, but there is a lot of work behind anything that you would like to achieve in life.
And you've been working at this for quite some time. When did you? I love the story. Tell the story. Can you tell the story about how what were you, a PA, production assistant or whatever? Remember that? And then the person got fired or whatever, and that's how you got in. Go ahead and tell them that one real quick.
Well, it was not a PA. Every department is important, but what it was a first AD. The first AD is the right hand of a film director. Okay. So yes, it was kind of incredible because I walked into a set, a movie set, and everybody was working into the set, and so it was a scene, and so I saw that they were trying to control the audience, that was there, and so I was having my camera, and then I just saw these issues, so I started kind of moving the people around and all of that without asking. And so one thing got to the other one, and so the one of the directors or people that was working, I'm not sure who it was, but I assume it was a director. He asked me if I can go, I would like to work with the crew the next day. So the next day I came there to the set with my camera, ready to take some behind the scenes pictures. And so it just happened that when I arrived with the camera, the director told me to put my camera away.
Oh.
And
you
I
won't
was
need
like,
that today.
okay, what I'm going to do, right? It was 6 a.m. as well. It was like around that time, early in the morning. And so he called the other person. I think that he requested for the schedule of that day. And then right in front of me, he got fired, and he gave me the position as a first AD. My mind was like blowing away. And then I was, well, what you do when you are presented with opportunities like that, and it's such a not the best scenario, right? But anyway, I decided to move forward, and it was difficult. I knew what it was at first AD theoretical, but not doing it. So it was the hardest set to work in. I had to learn very quickly. I cried many times backstage or behind the scenes, so but I wanted to continue moving forward. So I believe I did my best.
Well, clearly you did. The fourth agreement of the four agreements is always do your best. And here today is proof positive of what can happen when we do that. So how long ago was that? How many years ago was that fateful day?
Whew, that was close to 8 years, Lauren.
That's nothing. 8 years to go from there to here.
Yes.
8 years is where you were at.
Yes.
And then point B was everything beyond. And look how far you've gone beyond even your own wildest dreams. I got to hit the bell. So today you are, how many films has Heart of Hollywood Motion Pictures been a part of? And then I want to get into this magazine, because I've watched this thing develop just since we've known each other. And it's just amazing. So we really want to focus on this today. So, but I want you to tell people a little bit about the films and the production and all of that, if you could, just a little bit.
Well, I started working as a first AD. I work in action films, different action films, and then I was working with other producers at the time, and so it was not until 5 years ago that I decided to open my company. And so we started in post-production, like color correction, editing. I was working with other people that needed like visual effects. So pretty much I was a person in charge of finding a crew for other productions, or we can work in other productions, but mainly in the post production. So we did small projects, medium projects, and we were looking for the bigger projects, but it
Yeah.
was difficult. It was difficult. So what we did is just we continue working. There is some movies there that you can see in the IMDb, right?
Yes.
But the last one was an adventure, kind of like a family type. The adventure is called Steve, and so that was the last production that we worked. I also work into making for the last 2 years virtual events, and so there is one of those productions and co-productions with other productions.
You know, I got to ask you this. You know, COVID. You know, last year was almost like a blank slate for a lot of people. Seems that a lot of people either went under or blew up, and so what happened in your world during that year of COVID? Since there wasn't a lot of in-person production and stuff, is that why you focused on building out the magazine into what it is today? How did you spend your time? I guess I'm asking.
Well, I spend my time rebuilding everything, pretty much everything. We have some websites, and we took the websites down and start from zero again. So pretty much during after 2019 and 2020, 21, I've been working nonstop developing. I felt that yes, we have some layout work for the magazine, but like never before, people was wanting content, digital content online and everything. And so I really had to work to find more team members to make it work, and also to make sure what was the purpose of the magazine, why we were publishing a magazine. And so I think that changed different things within our team division, and also it changed the perspective of what we want to do for we can give the best content for our readers. So there happen many things, Lauren. But one of the things that I put a lot of my work, it was to make the virtual red carpet, okay, and that was an international event, and I work in the production of 19 fashion films, and all those fashion films we put it together. And make a virtual red carpet. So because also I'm working in an streaming platform, but I don't want to get into depth of that because it's different things that I do, and I would like to focus today into the behind the scenes of the magazine.
Right. And we're going to get into more of that here in just a second. But I wanted to ask this because we have a lot of females in the audience today. And, you know, back in the day, Hollywood was known as the boys club. Men ruled Hollywood. And can you just talk a little bit about what it's like to be a female out there not trying, but doing the things that you do? Do you find that that's still somewhat of a challenge, or has that completely changed?
To be honest with you, I think it has changed a little bit after Harvey Weinstein. I do believe that had changed because there is always this taboo that you can't really talk about it. You talk about it, other people doesn't want to work with you, and things like that. Or I'm feminist or not feminist. That's besides the point. The thing is, if there is any interference for you to do your work or to be hired to a specific project just because you're a woman, that's wrong. And so that is regardless of being feminist, not feminist, or whatever you want to call yourself. But I believe that if you want to work in something, you should be able to do it, and it should not be a discrimination of country or gender. That's
right. Yay. Thank you for that, pioneer. And here's something. A lot of people think, like we saw the clip where the girl was an international model. And then we see Faz Clark, who is a star in his own right, on the cover. But One of the things I love about you is that, and tell us why this is so important to you, why you put this inside your model. Clearly, a person does not have to be a world star, because there I am, right? Right. So, and you have the competition where, you know, people can end up on the cover of this magazine and, you know, sitting at home being a housewife or a mom or a secretary or whatever, an entrepreneur, whatever they're doing, they still have the same opportunity as this guy and as the young lady we saw. Tell us why you wanted to make this opportunity available to anyone who really believed they could do it, because we don't see that very often.
I think that everyone deserves an opportunity in life, no matter their background and other social status. Okay, I believe for me, when I started making the magazine, was because when I opened my company, Hollywood Motion Pictures, and it was on post production, we have members. You know, I started doing events, and then so I decided, okay, why we don't do a members group? And the reason for me to make a members group was because it was hard to network in LA if you you know, just if you were underground filmmaker or you just was starting. I wanted to create a group that people will not criticize and will say, oh, you don't have many years of experience, so I have these 30 years or 20 years, so you just starting, who are you, right? So I wanted to build a group that everybody will feel comfortable. They want to work out with each other, and there was going to my events, you know, to find positive people or individuals to make something happen, right? That was very important to me. So people continue, they like my events, they wanted to network, and many relationships was built from that and that I'm aware of. So they wanted to have more exposure. If it was like they wanted to have advertise their film or their album or something like that. And so I also have a sister that is into fashion. And so I was thinking, well, I can make a magazine for the members, and they can this can be a way that they can publish or promote something of what they're doing. And so what happened is that they really liked the magazine, and what is supposed to be a magazine just for members, it became a magazine for the public, available for the public. And so I said, okay, I had now 2 years in my company. And the third year, I decided to open the division for making a magazine. And I made the first magazine. Before I took the decision, it took me 7 months to build the first magazine myself, because I want to make sure what I was putting myself into. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of details. I cry as well, you know, and but I didn't give up, and I wanted to make sure if I was putting myself into that, I wanted to know what's going to be needed, you know, in order to have a magazine.
You know, it's a lot of work. It's a ton of work. I know just from having been on calls with you, it's like just crazy busy in your world. When you started, is it safe to say that it was just you?
Yes, when I started, I made the first magazine, but it's a lot of research. It's a lot of, okay, how did you start it? How many pages? What type of style, design?
Yeah.
How many people do I need? I have issues with my language because I don't speak. I'm not a English, you know, native speaker. So my first language is Spanish. So, and then I had to find people that have the skills and the professionalism also to join the team and the for the magazine, and make sure there was a good publication, a decent publication. And so that's how I contacted Sandy Rodriguez. She's our magazine editor. And then I had to find, once I built first, you have to build first yourself. You have to do the work yourself. Once I have that, and then I know why I was needed. I know that I needed a magazine editor. I needed contributors. a designer. What I need to find out, what was the sections of the magazines. Do I want to focus on fashion? Do I want to focus on entertainment?
Right.
Okay, I like so many things. Why we don't build a compact magazine that has fashion, entertainment,
As
travel, and
well.
empowerment, right? And so
Yes.
I wanted to focus on those 4 different sections when in that magazine. And so that you also have to take a decision on that, right?
Look at it. It's just
So,
gorgeous.
yes, and so I never imagined that I would put so much time and dedication into the magazine. And then also I want to talk about the covers, because when I remember when I was growing up as a little kid, I never saw myself represented in a magazine. I didn't like to purchase magazines. I didn't like to open the magazines and don't see anyone that look like me, because
Right.
I also have an indigenous background, right? And then that's marginated, and so I don't think there should be stereotypes of like race either to be there. And so I think that one of the things that was very important since the beginning of Heart of Hollywood motion pictures was it was multicultural, and then was inclusive. That is one, it has to be. And so I think that that's what also represents the magazine. You know this from the first publication that we have in the magazine. We have everyone there, I think. We still have to put more individuals dependent, but also they have to want it, It's also
Right.
when even you want to help someone, if they don't want it, how you can, right? You have to want what you want. It has to be clear in order for you can get it.
That's right. So you went from just yourself to how many people does it take today? How many people are inside the Heart of Hollywood machine today?
Well, we have quite a few people. We have a team for social media that take care of our social media outlets. Then we have a team that I'm developing at the moment that is a customer service, like emails, phone calls, all that stuff. Then another thing that is important to mention is that we have ambassadors, okay? They're collaborating with us, and so they would like to promote the magazine or the brand in their country. So we have ambassadors in London and Germany and Africa, and so this just happened because it was inclusive from the very beginning. So here, like, it was built from the very beginning, this group of members, and so I think that it just kind of got spread out by word, because at that time I could not afford pay for publicity or do advertisement or anything like that. When I just opened my company, it was very hard. It was either put the budget for this or put the budget for the other. But at the same time, I understood that was very, very important. If you have a business and you don't advertise your business, who is going to know about what you're doing? Who is going to know if you are open or closed? So since I have some of background in marketing and branding, and I have done logos for other of my clients or building more individuals, so I decided, okay, I had to build our own marketing department, right?
More people.
So I work with, freelancers, and then here and there from the freelancers that I work, or for the people that was closest, we start also finding ways and how to work together more regularly, because sometimes you have to find also that chemistry, right? That you have to, if you find the chemistry working with people, I think that is very important, because, and then they can understand the vision, they can understand the style that you're looking for, and so it's so many components, and then when you just find the perfect match or the perfect team member, is amazing, because teams move smoothly and you are not pushing, they are going with you.
Right. How many hours? Well, first of all, how many days a week would you say you work? 7, 6, 5?
Okay, Lauren. I work 7 days a week.
7. I already knew that.
Okay,
'Cause I've heard
I
people-
work 7 days a week. I wake up in the morning. Before, I didn't have any time for me. I was working Saturdays and Sundays. When I'm telling you, I work every day. I'm thinking, you know, it's not easy, but sometimes I wake up at 6 o'clock, sometimes at 7, but I don't end up at 1, 2 in the morning, something like
Sure.
that. Now that I have other people that I can delegate some things, and then I can have some time, like for example, 6 to 7 to 10 a.m. That's my time. I need to eat breakfast. I need to do some exercise.
Right.
And so I'm trying to take care more of my health. That just started probably like 2 months ago. Okay, because before I didn't take any time for myself. Now I'm taking some part of the day on Saturday and Sunday. I trying to not work on Saturday and Sunday. But
What caused you to decide to take more self-care? Were you experiencing
because
burnout or what? What was happening?
because I want to be more productive. I want to be more productive, and I want to do better my job. And I think one of the things that when you work extensively, and like I do, I work a colleague. Sometimes you need to find something for yourself, and I was feeling overwhelmed and I was feeling that I was losing my own inspiration. No, not that I lost my inspiration to work, or no, it's not that. But sometimes I work for a lot of people. Okay, I work for some people, like helping them creating their podcasts, contacting people with model agencies, with model consultants, working with other people, like always I'm doing something for someone else that I love it. I love to do that. And
but you can't lose yourself in there.
Yes, and so when you love so much your work, and I love to work with people, and so either I'm promoting this city, I'm promoting this band, and going to here to promote this film festival, or doing so many things. And so I encounter myself, wait a second, I need some time for myself as well. I'm a creator. When you are a creator and you are a person that I like to create, you don't save that time for you be able to create, you are going to feel overwhelmed at one point. And so I was feeling like, okay, I need to do something for myself. I need to take some time for me, right?
Right.
And so I started to painting again.
I was gonna say, here it comes. I've been waiting for that because there's a piece on the wall right behind you, and this is important. So I want you to take a second and talk about that, because we hold space for things, and you have to let things out. You have to, in order to pick something new up, you have to put something old down, something that doesn't serve you. So tell us about how you utilize that passion of painting, like we see behind you, to help get that work-life balance in line.
Well, first of all, I haven't painted like this. I think that is a little bit provocative. I never have paint paintings like that. I come like for a more conservative background, and I like realism and surrealism and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
There's another one. Right? Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really great work, though. It's not like you just sit there and so how important is it?
For me, it's very important. I start as a painter. I make my living as a painter. I don't like to call myself an artist. I always have an issue with that. Maybe someday, I don't know. But I start as a painter. I paint with oils, and that's my favorite medium. And so after that, I became a photographer, and after that, I became a videographer. So I was very visual, and that's that's what it led me to going into the entertainment industry. I believe that's what it kind of captivate my whole heart into going into that industry and wanting to work in the movies. And so after, when I started working in the films and becoming a producer, learning about the business, I stopped painting. I stopped my artwork from the very beginning. Why? Because I didn't have time. You have to have time to paint. If you play an instrument, you have to have time to play the guitar. I mean,
That's right.
art is a jealous medium. So if someone is jealous about you as your own artwork, because your hands get not very well, you have to retrain your fingers. I mean, is this thing that you have to constantly do. And so for me, painting, it was like once every 4 months or something like that. I always paint. I became like a painter behind the scenes. But now I just feel that when I started painting recently, 2 months, 3 months ago, I very recently I started making new paintings. I just felt this inspiration, and other people motivate me recently also in my life that I wanted to create more. I wanted to do that. And when you do that, when you are motivated and you are inspired again, you can be more productive for others.
That's right.
You can do your work better, because and then you have this energy again, and then you can go and promote your clients even harder, and make sure that things happen. And so that's what I just learned. Before, I didn't have any time to rest. So very recently is for me, for the type of person that I am, that I like to consume myself into work. This has been a new experience to take time for myself and be more productive.
So here comes a fire question full of and don't you dare blush, because people want to know, especially the females. They want to know, good Lord, does she have time to date? So, because a lot of people feel like that. I'm telling you, especially females, they will say, "Oh, I'm married to my career," or "I'm dating my career." What about that? Do you make time to,
I want to know who asked that question.
I'm the nosy one. I ain't got no problem with it. There you go. So, because you're a beautiful woman, you're successful, you do all the self-care, you paint. We know, right? She doesn't like to talk about that either. But what about that? I mean, is it important to find time for that too, or is that not on your bucket list?
Lauren.
I'm going to pay for that one later, y'all. So, I'll let you think about that, because we're going to take just a 1-minute break.
Okay.
To hit a commercial from our sponsor. And when we come back, we're going to take a look at some of your recent covers. And I want you to talk to people out there who may still be on the fence thinking, well, how do I get on the cover?
Sure.
How do my kids get on the cover? Because you have a youth program. You have so much. You have a way for anybody who wants to do this to do it. And we're going to talk about that and more when we return, everybody, with the Heart of Hollywood brainchild, GIOVANNA SALAS. Don't you dare go away. We'll be right back.
I received this insight about a title called Prisoner of War. The book.
righty, welcome back to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. We're in the middle of a great episode today with our guest, GIOVANNA Salas. Hi, welcome back. How are you?
Hello. You put me on the spot, Lauren.
Well, you know I had to do at least one of those because, well, there's probably some nice single bachelors out there going, I wonder if she's single. You know they want to know. You know they want to know. But that's an important thing. How important is that? Because this is your baby, this is your best friend, this Heart of Hollywood thing, and you're always out there. And we're going to take a look at some of the things because here's it. Well, you know what? Before we get into that, I wanted to show you guys. You think it's just like, oh, let's publish the magazine, boom, 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 all that it takes to get all those pages right, the editorial, the editing, blah, blah, blah. But just because the magazine is finished doesn't mean GIOVANNA is finished. How do I know? I'm going to show you how I know. Take a look at something else that goes into making this thing the very best it can be. And this is something that this just happened with the current magazine. If I can find, here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. And boom, 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 and there. I think I can get it. Okay, let's take a look at this. I just love this. Take a look, you guys. Come on.
This confirms it. The wait is over. Over. Hail Mary blessings to you all. Hail Mary blessings all around. And let my people say, hot, hot.
Versace. Yay.
Yeah, so a big supporter. I know he's here. It means a lot to you. So I would like you to call him.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, I'm just happy to be here. I appreciate the invite. I got to know Faz recently. We've been doing the Ultimate Hail Mary podcast, and it's been a pleasure to work with him because of his creativity is second to none. I call him, Michael Jackson. They call him the musical genius. I call Faz the creative genius. So, and he does some unbelievable work. And as I got to know him and be around him, and as I saw the end result with our podcast, then I knew this brother got it going on. All right. And in my life, I always try to associate myself with good quality people. That might have some talent in what they do, but the bottom line is they're good people. That's the most important thing. I don't care how good he is. If he was a bad man, we wouldn't be here right now. But he's a good man, and we want to support him in everything that he does, and I just feel proud to be part of some of the good things he did. But anyway, I just keep finding out more and more of the things that you're capable of doing. And brother, it's been a pleasure to work with you. All right.
Wow. How does it feel to sit there? I watched your face as we looked at that clip. How does it make you feel when you see something every month, every day, every moment just come together? I was watching how you were watching them. You weren't looking at the big giant magazine cover. You were watching them because that's the kind of moment a person never forgets. And we all hope for one of those, at least for when that time comes and we look over the shoulder to the life we've lived. Moments like that stand out. So what does that do for you when you see that?
Well, that's magical, Lauren. I never believed the like I say that like the magazine will touch so many hearts and it will be a vehicle to be a car for people to get in and tell the stories. That's how I see the magazine. And so that this was just recently for the bonus July, August. This is the recent magazine, and so it was private. One? Yes, it was a private party in Dallas, Texas, and
I was on the phone with you when you went there. That's what you went to that day.
Yes, I could because because of COVID and all of that, we cannot invite the public, so it was a private event. It were attended, people from the Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, from the Chargers, I believe, and
Yeah.
other guests there, and we did the cover reveal for Fast Clar. He is amazing. He's one of the humblest persons that I know. And that is what it gets me when I see people like that. They need to be in cover.
Yes.
Just like
They
you,
do.
Lauren.
I entered your competition this morning. I'll get with you guys on how you can help me win later. But matter of fact, there's a link in the comments, but I'm not up there yet. You can't vote for me yet, so don't go over yet. But don't worry, I'm gonna let you know. But it's just a beautiful thing. And we here, look at these covers. Just all types of people. Wow. Oh, that's the founder of, I didn't know that. I didn't know a woman owned that company. Imelda. Oh, wow. Now let's talk about this. We're looking at these on, you have, as we go through these covers, there's also great content. It's visually enticing, but it's also engaging as far as the content. Because I've been reading, and there's a really great story, you guys, in this particular issue entitled, when you get your copy, make sure you head over for this novel, Wild Dogs. I'm not sure who wrote it, but it's really great. So tell people they can submit, right? People can submit, but you have some high standards. Talk about that. The high, you have like 6 or 7 steps or stages before a piece can make it into. And I love that quality control. Talk about what it takes to get an article or a story that a person may have written inside the Heart of Hollywood magazine.
Okay. Yeah, that would be great. So.
Oh, who's that? Is that J-Lo? Who is that? Halle Berry? Who is that? Oh, that's
I really had to work out, I really had to work out to do what those amazing women do.
That is a powerful photo. Love, love, love it. But tell everybody, though, I know there's a lot of writers and people out there. Tell them how they can submit their articles and content to the magazine.
Okay, absolutely. So if you would like to get featured in the Heart of Hollywood magazine, you can. We have in the inside pages, you can go directly to our website, heartofhollywoodmagazine.com/advertise.
Okay.
And you can see all the different options there. Our prices are there on the website.
Yes, they are.
You have to, call or something, except for the cover, because sometimes we get discounts, or we collaborate, or we just, do it because we want to promote a brand or something that is happening, or expand the magazine in other states or other country. Like the videos that Lauren put at the beginning, the new cover there is going to be for September. It was produced in the Netherlands, so that one was a contest. So it's different ways how to get in the cover.
Yes.
But when we decide to publish a story, we want to make sure that you are who you say that you are. So if you, for example, if you work in that industry and then you are an actor, well, we're going to go into the IMDb or something like that. That you say that you are a writer. Okay, well, we want to see something that you wrote, or a book, or where is your book? If you don't have a place where to sell your book, we do have an online store where we are adding books to that online store for people can read your book. So there is we're creating outlets for others, So, but there is a way that you can learn more about the Heart of Hollywood magazine. You can go to the heartofhollywoodmagazine.com.
And I want to talk about this because here it is, you guys. If you forget everything I've ever said, and that doesn't mean just today, that means all the way back 6 years ago. If you forget all of that, you probably already did. But anyway, I don't blame you. Here's what I want you to know about this lady, because she will never say it herself. But I want you to know this, because just like with your streaming service that's coming, you always have a way to help people that get stuck, can make it up to point B or C, and then there's no funding, or the funding pulls out, or they run out of money if they're making a movie or a documentary, or like somebody who deserves to be on a cover but thought that doesn't happen to people like me. You help dispel those fears and those fallacies that aren't true at all, and create. And I love that about you. I love that about you, because you do it from both sides of the aisle. You know, you get people like this, and next month, you know, it could be a contest winner, and the next month it could be somebody who was baking cookies and taking care of their family the day before. And I love that. Why is that so important to you? Is it because maybe the way the door was open for you? What is that, Giovanna?
I think that it's very important to me because everyone deserves to make their dream happen, to tell their story. And I believe that, yes, you know, when we see celebrities out there, we see the celebrity already being a celebrity.
Right.
But what we don't see, or we forgot sometimes, is to see where they come from. What was the roots? What was the beginning and the whole work? You know. So I think that for me, it's very important to show people that they can achieve what they want to do, as long as their vision is clear, as long as they are focused, as long as there is truly and in deep in their hearts. And so I think that one of those things are very important to realize who are we, where we're going, and what we do. What we do. I mean, it's just very simple in a way. And so I think that is very important to me. And I want to help, and I want to work with people that want to be better. And to be honest, right now, at this point of my life, I want to work with the best. I want to work with people that is clear, there is focus, they have a vision, they want to have a purpose in life. And if their purpose is to help others, I think that I will feel very happy, because I believe my purpose, my personal purpose in life, is to help other people. That is what I truly believe.
And it is what you were doing. And I just want to we got like 3 minutes left. And before we get out of here, I didn't know if I'd bring it up or not, but I can't get out of here without saying it. And it's really important to me, because when you were saying why you do it, it's the truth. I want you all to know, you know, I had to sit in this chair just with the computer shut. I literally shut it and just sat here. Brian, my husband, will tell you, for about an hour, maybe longer, after that day when you called me and you said that you wanted to put, you know, Bathrobe Moments on the inside back cover. And then we talked, and then you said, oh, and now we're going to move it to the back. And I want people to know I didn't ask. I didn't ask. And, you know, I'm one of those people, just like so many of you out there, where it's for so long in our lives, you know, we're afraid to reach higher because we think no one will see us even then. But there are people out there, just like Giovanna, who do. And I'm telling you, it was just, I'll never forget that day. I'll never forget it, because you'll sit here and some days, you know, the phone doesn't ring. You wonder, you know, am I going to be doing this next week? Am I going to be able to keep my head above water? And then a moment like this happens, and you're back up and you're moving forward, trying to do what you can to enhance this world and make it a better place for all. So I just want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, and from everyone that's a part of my brand, when you do these things, you change the lives, not just of the people that are inside, outside, or in, you know, on a part of the magazine or the movie.
You're gonna make me cry, Lauren.
You already were doing it for me, but I'm just telling you, Giovanna, I don't know how often people come back around and truly thank you, but I am doing that. And I know I use your example with my coaching clients, and a lot of them are watching today, because my model of my coaching is, if you do the work, I promise to provide the stages. And I try to build relationships that are deep and not wide, that are authentic, so that if there's a chance for them, this door is big enough for all of us. And so I love your mindset. I love that you reach to the highest heights. You are impeccable with what you put out for the world to devour as far as content. And I want to grow up to be just like you. And that's the truth. That's the truth. So.
And I want to grow up to be just like Lauren.
Thank you so much. You guys, do yourself a favor. This is a great Christmas gift. This magazine is a beautiful tabletop magazine, glossy. It comes out once per quarter. I want you to go over and follow this link that's on your screen right now and subscribe, because you're not just getting a magazine, you're supporting the dreams of people just like you. Okay? And the way we bless others is exactly the manner in which we will be blessed. I know it to be true. I know it to be true. GIOVANNA, SALAS, what a joy. You're welcome back anytime. Thank you, thank you, thank you for what you're doing in this world. You're truly one of a kind. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Lauren, and thank you to everyone. And I will agree 100% what you just said, because when you get a magazine, you make magic happen. You don't not only help the team, but you help everyone that has published their story in the magazine. And that right. I want to thank everyone for that.
Yes. So get over and subscribe today. And if you want to be inside as a, an advertiser, you can find that out too. Just let me know if you don't find what you're looking for. We'll make sure you get it. In the meantime, you all have a wonderful and blessed weekend. Get out there and do what we do. Just love up on everyone in every situation you can. Try to leave every person a little bit better than the way you found them. When you do that, you've tapped right into their heart, just like GIOVANNA does every day through the Heart of Hollywood brand. Go and be prosperous, be fabulous. Thank you all. I'll see you Monday morning out front for our next installment of Bathrobe Moments. Bye-bye. Bye.
Show me your soul. Baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Honey, it's way past time. How expensive do I have to be? Need I spell it out before you get it, baby? Show me your soul. And honey, I'll show you mine.